In this tutorial we will learn about components. Okay, so there are two components in React.js. One is functional component and another one is class components. Okay, so let's create both components and start and see the difference. Okay, so first one we will create the class component. Okay, so you will create all the components inside your src folder. Okay, so let's create a folder, name components. Okay, inside this components folder, let's create a class comp dot js, or jsx could be the extension of your component file. Okay, so I am creating class component dot js. Okay, so imrc, this is the basically plugin I am using, a simple React snippet you can also use, but I will recommend you to write it yourself initially so that you can understand it better. Okay, and remember the code. Okay, so first thing you need to do, in the class component, you need to just import the React and component from the React module. Okay, then you need to create a class. Okay, and name the class as class comp component. Okay, let's save it and let's pass some demo. Okay, so let me help you to understand this class components, the structure and the syntax. Okay, so you need to first of all pass a class name. You need to create a class and pass this is the class name, class component. You can choose it yourself. Okay, as per your component functionality. So as hello component or anything, you can write. Okay, then you need to extend this component. Okay, and inside this you have to pass the constructor. Okay, and in this constructor you basically inherit the props from its parent. Okay, and in this constructor basically you need to pass the states. Okay, states is nothing but like variable, you can say. So like boolean or any variable in other languages, basically you start with var const lat, so you can pass it in this dot state and you can manage the variables state from here. Okay, let's suppose I'm adding a title. So in title let me add my name Himanshu Gupta, save it. Okay, so I can pass this title here, instead of Himanshu Gupta I'm just passing it as class component. Okay, okay, so print it here h1 okay, inside this title, this dot state dot title. Okay, so the syntax of displaying state is this dot state dot this title. Okay, so friends, you can use destructuring also. So in destructuring, uh, const destructuring is part of ES6 ECMAScript 6, so you can learn it from basically Mozilla MDN. Okay, and maybe from other tutorials also. Okay, so in ES6 you can easily find destructuring. So this dot state. Okay, and inside these curly braces we just pass the name title. Okay, now you don't need to use this dot state everywhere. Suppose you are if you are using this state, this title at 4 places without destructuring, so you need to pass this dot state dot title at four places. To shorten the code, you just add this destructuring. Suppose you have more key value pairs. Suppose if like I have added title, you have name. So in the after title you can pass name. Okay, and you can print name here as well. Okay, so now to print this you just need to import this component in your app component. Basically whichever component you just need to include this class component or the component you have created. You first need to import it in that component. So let's import it. uh, Import class component, copy class component from this is uh, components, and inside components, class component. Okay, so extension .js is not required. It automatically understand this should be .js or .jsx extension, so it's not required to pass, but you can pass. It's okay. So hello world. So and to print it, what you need to do, just copy this class component. Okay, class component, and just okay. So now we have passed the reference of this class component here in app.js. So this is the syntax. Class component is same as like HTML, and this could be the self closing tag, and we can separately add a closing tag as well. Okay, so for now I'm adding this as self closing. Save it, and below hello world you will see this title and name. Okay, let's go to the page. Yeah, here you can see class component is printed on your page, and below that you can see the name Himanshu. Okay, so let's remove the name for now. Save it. Okay, so guys, you under in basically your class component you can pass your life cycle methods as well. So we'll discuss later about the lifecycle methods as well. Okay, so it's available in class components. So like component did mount, component did update. Okay, so such kind of lifecycle methods are available in class component. Okay, a few lifecycle methods are available for functional component as well. So let's create our first functional component, func comp.js. Okay, so in the same way, just import react in the functional component, and give the name func component comp. Okay, and the pass div into it, and so friends, functional component is majorly used for to print HTML. Okay, and it is lighter than class component. Okay, so preferably if you are not doing heavy computation or very much logical work into a few components. So if you want to reuse the snippet, so I'll recommend you guys to use the functional component over class component. Okay, so but if you have mostly computational work, okay, you are building logics using state, lots of states, and it's a big component. So in that case, I'll recommend to you to use a class component. Okay, so functional component I have created. So a functional component is nothing but just a function. Okay, I just const function, and this arrow function I have created. So instead of arrow function, you can create a normal function as well. Okay, so I've created this arrow function, and inside this return, and inside the return method, you just need to pass your JSX code. Okay, wrap it into a one div or a fragment. I'll discuss about a fragment as well in upcoming videos. Okay, so we have enclosed our basically JSX, and we have created a h1 element inside it. We have just passed the text functional component, and to print this, we have exported it so guys, you can import a component if you export it from the component. So I have exported it here, this func component. Okay, and this component you can import in your class component. So in in app.js, where we have imported class component, so import funcomp from components and inside funcomp. Okay, so copy this, and below this class component pass this funcomp, save, and see, here you can see this functional component is printed. Okay, so guys, hope you understand about the basic about the class component and functional component. So in a functional component default, just HTML snippet we have printed. Okay, their lifecycle methods are also available in functional component. Okay, and in class component as well. So you can create you can define your custom functions also in class component. So these are the basics of this class and functional component. Hope you understand about the function and class, and understand few differences about the class and functional component. So let's end this video and let's continue to the next video. Thank you guys. Bye.